Eric Holmes, what you got? You have this movie called Thank You Very Much.
Thank you very much.
It's a documentary about the late performer, artist Andy Kaufman. It's in theaters and digital March 28th. It's directed by Alex Braverman. Eric, and currently it's 100% by the critics on Rotten Tomatoes. What is your take on this documentary?
That sounds about right. Yeah, I mean it's a documentary about Andy Kaufman. I think you know mostly what you're gonna get with this. Where this one kind of excels, where other documentaries on Andy Kaufman might fail, is that they don't lean too much into the is he dead? Is he not? Like Andy Kaufman's dead. I'm not confused about that at all. Usually the documentary on Andy Kaufman, they would just lean into that, like the mystery of is he alive? Is he dead? It's like no, he's dead. Just let it go. They do touch on that within because it just follows his kind of comedic style. And then they interview other people, most of which are kind of annoyed by him, like by a lot. It's normally you'd watch a documentary. It's like, I don't know, just pick someone. Stevie Ray Vaughan, he was the greatest guitar player ever. And oh, so talented. And then hour and a half into the documentary, it's like, did we mention how talented Stevie Ray Vaughan was? He changed music, and he was like the only person that could ever hold a guitar, and everyone else got hit in the hand because they did not deserve to hold because they had none of the talent that Stevie Ray Vaughan did. By the way, I like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I picked a name out of the hat. This is not that.
Oh,
This this
cool.
is yeah. He was kind of a dick. Like because they would kind of so they would show how he would do like early on with the Mighty Mouse thing, the
Yeah.
haha, okay, that's cute. And then because like it was kind of cool seeing like his little performance art pieces because they just seem kind of like it's just falling apart. And then at the end, like it just sort of comes together. It's kind of like he's holding on to it, getting the audience to feel a certain way for a prolonged period of time. So then when he hits you with the punchline, it's extra funny. Probably a good example of that would be like Norm Macdonald's moth joke. If you ever heard that on Conan O'Brien, he just wastes a whole bunch of time, goes to commercial break, comes back, wastes more time, and then gets to that stupid punchline. But since it took so long to get there, it's like extra funny. So that's kind of his thing. And he wasn't always like trying to get people to laugh. He was trying to get people to feel uncomfortable or embarrassed or cringy or whatever. Sometimes a lot of times pissed off because they go through that whole deal where he was the woman hating wrestler. Women, you don't belong in the wrestling ring. I'll beat any woman. They dive into that too because I guess I kind of suspected this, but I didn't know. A lot of the women he was wrestling were plants. And so they interviewed them and they talk about like the behind the scenes of what happened, him setting that up. So like this is less of a hey, let's talk about how great Andy Kaufman is and let's kind of talk about stuff that you probably don't know about. Let's see how the sausage is made, sort of. And more importantly, let's talk to his colleagues from back in the day and learn how much they freaking hated him.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a pretty good documentary. 5 stars.
Five
It's
star.
not
Okay. Okay. So, Eric, do you have to be a huge Andy Kaufman fan to watch it? Or can you?
no because he's interesting enough that it works. Like if you don't know who Andy Kaufman is, you probably watch this going, how the hell was this guy like a thing for so long? And that's kind of another thing that documentary touches on. It's like even the people that didn't like him, they're still kind of wrestling with that. It was like Danny DeVito seemed to not like Andy Kaufman at all. Um,
Wow.
and
Okay.
then they had oh what's Kramer,
Michael
Michael,
Richards. Michael
yeah,
Richards?
Michael
Is
Richards.
that right? Yeah.
So they had that whole scene where Andy Kaufman came on Fridays, the Saturday Night Live knockoff,
Yeah.
and there was that scene. Andy Kaufman had the first line, and he just sat there and stared at him. And Fridays is live, so the other
Mm.
act and the other actors are talking about how like, dude, like he locked us in. We see what he was trying to do, doing his whole make people uncomfortable thing, but we didn't agree to this. And like Michael Richards is getting pissed out. Like he goes, grabs the cue cards and just like slams them right on the table and sits down. But like, so you have someone like Michael Richards, you could tell at that moment he was annoyed by him. But then like they're talking to him, it's like, I think I kind of get it. Like I didn't like it at the time, but like I get it. And then there's like Danny DeVito who's like just annoyed with him throughout. Like I get what he was doing, but I also hated it. And
Were
so,
you
yeah.
surprised by some of the candid takes on this documentary? I guess because
I not that they exist. I was surprised they put them in a documentary.
oh,
Because with a
okay,
documentary like this, they usually don't. It's kind of like that Chasing Amy.
oh right,
When they
right,
got that second interview with Joey Lauren Adams, like documentaries are usually like the first interview with Joey Lauren Adams.
yeah.
This is like the second documentary or the second interview with Joey Lauren Adams, where it's like, all right, we got the fanfare out of the way. What do you really think? And then you hear it, and it's like, oh, hey.
So that's
So
good. So this movie is not fan service documentary. This is a
no,
very
no.
okay,
If anything, and it's not a hit piece on him either. It's just kind of like,
okay,
there's some people that kind of saw what he was doing and appreciated it, and some people that saw what he was doing appreciated it but hated it, and some people that didn't get it at all and hated him for it. And it's like it just runs the gamut.
okay. Wow, that I want to see this now. Thank you very much, Eric, for watching. Thank you very much. This
You're welcome very
documentary,
much.
yeah, in theaters and on digital, March 28th. Currently, Rotten Tomatoes 100%, and like Eric said at the beginning of the review, it's about right. So I just thank you very much. Directed by Alex Braverman. Check it out. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.